Let's Talk with author Dre Lett is a show that informs, inspires, and motivates. All shows are taped in front of a live virtual audience. Make sure to follow us so you can be notified when a new show is available on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also follow us if you want to be a part of our live taping. Grab your beverage and snacks, get comfortable so we can let's talk. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. This is the show where we inform, inspire, and motivate you during these tough times and beyond. So come on in the room and have a virtual seat so we can let's talk. You guys, make sure you hit like. Follow me on all social media platforms, which is Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and I'll put little snippets on TikTok. So it is great to be back. Today is Friday, August 2nd. I took a month off to just relax and release, right? So I'm so glad to be back with everybody on August 2nd. Today is Friday. So you guys, tonight, let's talk about hot topics. My good friend, entertainer, and comedian JeROME is here. Yes, he is not cruising on a cruise ship tonight. He is there in Los Angeles, California, and he'll be on the virtual stage shortly to help me do hot topics. And then he's going to share his some stories about his adventures going around the world. So excited to have him back. So as I get ready we tune into our sponsors, I want you guys to make sure you put in the chat where you're viewing the show from. And just give me a shout out. If you're watching this in a pre-recorded phase, know that you can watch the show whenever we go live by going to the Facebook page, Let's Talk with author Dre Lett. And there you'll see whenever we go live. And you too can be a part of the live virtual audience where you can chime in and laugh with us and have a good time. So you guys, I'm going to show you a quick message from our sponsors. And when we come back, like I said, my good friend JeROME will be with us to help me do hot topics. So here we go.
Check my technique, my technique. You wanna feel my technique? It's pure, bad, bad, bad to the left. Money, money, money to the right. You can be both, meet in the middle, dance all night. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. Oh, yeah. But she make it look easy cause she got it. Check my technique. You can find the one when the tempo good. Wanna touch my technique. 4, 3, 2 pretty girls. That's my technique. That's my technique. Bisou, right and left cheek. Ideas, my dear, that's my technique. All my pretty girls to the floor. Get your money, 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 honey. Don't be funny with my money, honey. Don't my girls look so yummy, yummy? All the boys want my honey from me. It should cost $1 billion to look that good. But she make it look easy cause she got it. You can find the one when the tempo's good. 4, 3, I'm too busy. Check my technique. I see you too.
This is a City Nights exclusive. Introducing City Nights, one of a kind, flavored, hemp-based vodka made from only the highest all-natural ingredients without any preservatives. You can order our flavored hemp-based vodka on our website at citynights.com.
the legendary roller skater, rockin' Richard Houston out of Detroit, Michigan, as we call Motown. We would love for you to come down to our city to enjoy our roller skating. And while you're here, pick up my book, The Motown Sound on Wheels by Rockin' Richard Houston. You'll enjoy the roller skating that we're doing here in Detroit. And while you're here also, come down to the Rollercade roller skating rink where we are doing 69 years of continuous roller skating. And if you have any problems with transportation, come on and call us and we'll pick you up at the limousine service and we'll roll you right onto the rink and right back to the airport. Thank you very much.
I'm getting ready for the function at the junction. Baby, you gotta come on now, because everybody's gonna be there. We got people coming from everywhere. We got Ling Ting Tong from China, Long Tall Sally from Carolina. We got 007, the private eye, and he's bringing all the guys from I Spy. Come on, come on, we gonna have a ball down at the function at the junction. And baby, you gotta come on now. We serving egg foo young and barbecue, having chicken dumpling and kidney stew, having beef big fun till the break of dawn. Gonna shake the tail feather, shoot him till he run, hold a shotgun on the rooster and dare him to crow. Hard to put anybody sleeping, make him get out on the floor. Tell Paul and tell him on, tell him about the function at the junction. Tell him that they gotta come on now. Tell him about the function at the junction, baby. Tell him that they gotta come on all the soul brothers, Jenny brothers, gift cats and ass hats and pretty girls with pretty smiles, all decked out in the latest style. And Mama Jimmy, Guitar Slim and Betty Boo and Oop-Oop-Doo, Mohair Sam from Alabama.
All right, you guys, that was a message from our sponsors. You guys make sure you go out and support them. I'm big on entrepreneurship. That's so very, very important. So before we bring on my friend is an entertainer, comedian, I want to just recognize my Let's Talk fam real quickly here. Let's see who's tuning in. Oh my goodness. Hey, Tanya. That's my girl from high school. She's from Detroit, but she lives in Illinois. How are you, sis? How are you? Been knowing her since we were, 15 years old. Love you, girl. And of course, Carla, she's always there. Faithful. Thank you, Carla. She's one of my favorite viewers, faithful viewers, and she's a good friend of mine as well. And my skate sister. Oh my goodness, Rockin' Richard Houston is watching. Yes, you guys saw his ad earlier. Go out and get his book. His story is amazing. He's still skating in his 70s. Let's see who else is tuning in. One of the producers, I wonder if he got lost. Hubby. Oh, there he is. He's watching from the man cave. I was starting to wonder, like, wait a minute. Hey, babe. Thank you for your love and support. Mwah. All right, you guys. So let's get into hot topics. Let me bring on my friend. I want to share this with you guys real quick before he comes on. This is a super cool picture. He's got a story to tell about it, but this is entertainer, comedian JeROME. You guys help me welcome him to the virtual stage.
Hey,
Hey,
what's happening?
how are you, sir?
How you out there in Dre Lett land? All
Oh,
you
you
Dre
so-
Letters.
How you
doing?
been?
Long time.
Long time no see. I thought you may have
Yeah.
fallen overboard.
For real, man. I gotta get more into getting on the show more. I'm just I don't know. I just time just fills up. You plan to do something, and then especially with these phones, you get your phone. You plan to get something to eat, and something pops on your phone. Somebody send you something kind of interesting, and you look at that. The next thing you know, you 14 hours into looking at medieval basket weaving or something. It just leads you down this hole, and it's like, I'm not getting enough done. I can't, eat one time a day. I'm trying to eat 3 times. I can't. It's just the time goes by. But I gotta get that in order so I can get back
Okay.
on that show because I know you're slamming. This is the number one
Yes.
show on the planet Earth, whether
Oh,
it's TV, whether it's web, whatever it is.
oh. Well, they're welcoming you back. They missed you. So
Right.
glad to have you back.
I'm just impressed by Rockin' Richard Houston. A guy
Yes.
on skates, I can move and slide and move around. Man, that's pretty amazing. I
Yeah.
could never skate. I was never good at that as a kid. No, I had some roller skates, but I never got good at it. I could do it a little bit, and I left it alone, and that's it. If you don't do this and get perfected at it at a certain age, you can forget it.
Yes.
Certain age, certain height, gravity is not your friend.
Richard said, "Is that TV working now?"
No, the TV is still. If everybody can see, the TV is still not working, even before the pandemic. You can see the old school speakers on the side. It's a prop right now.
He remembers. Oh, that is so
Richard
funny.
could use that as a skateboard ramp or skating ramp. I'm
Too
wondering
funny.
if you skate, does everybody have the 4 wheels or do some people skate with the incline? I know when they skate with the incline,
Rollerblade.
that's more exercise.
There are some rollerblade skaters that will skate with us.
Rollerblade, yeah.
Yeah. And they're good at it, believe it or not. And
But you
they have
can't
the
do as
indoor.
much. You probably can't do as much as with the 4 wheels, though, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. So they come
style
out.
and fun. It's the 4 wheels, and if you want to just, I guess, speed, maybe it's.
Yep. That's it.
I tried to get on a skateboard. This kid came by and he had a skateboard. I said, let me see if I almost killed myself just trying to stand on it. I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't do that. I should have
That was it.
picked that up like when I was a kid. If you pick it up young and you get good with it, especially like a skateboard or skates, you can just, you can just skate places, man. You don't have to use a car. You just boom, just get around.
Just go.
Yeah, you don't leg problem.
Ooh, well, let's get in these hot topics. Okay, so the first thing, this is the question for the audience and you, Jerome, as well. So, there's certain things we can't mention on social media because they'll shut us down, which I totally hate that. But anywho,
Yeah.
one thing we can talk about is the what are they? The people that was released from Russia, the prisoners, the American prisoners that were released from Russia, and I think 1 or 2 of them have been held captive for like 5 years, right? So my question to you and to the viewers is, if your mate was over there and locked up for that long, would you wait that many years? Would you be politicking and have your signs out, release them and praying, or would you be like, yeah, I'll holler, call me when you get out? What would you do?
Well, actually, you got no choice because you're in jail. Ain't like you can just get on the phone and get online.
Well, I mean the spouse that's here.
American, you stay back. You cannot get on this for use.
Yeah. No, I mean, like if you were here and your girl was in Russia held captive, would you continue on with your life or would you wait for her?
Oh well, no, I'd wait for her. I would try to get her out. I would do everything I could to get her out and let her understand that my 3 side chicks that I got while you were away helped me with getting your release. So as long as you're cool with that, baby, we cool. But no, I would do, I would try to, of course, I would try to do what I could to get them released, but they're going to try some hostage swap. And, but I don't think, the whole Brittany Griner or Brittany Frankenstein or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, dude, a girl, a woman, because she's having a kid with her wife and then the lady interviewing her says, well, you're going to be a mother. And then she's like, no, pop. I'm a pop. I'm like, what's up? Are you a dude? That's a whole nother subject. So you shouldn't be in the WNBA. You should be in the NBA where you wouldn't make it. But anyway, with her, I don't think they should have released the guy that's known as the agent of death.
Oh, yeah.
Serious arms deal for a basketball player. I'm sorry, that shouldn't have happened. She should know better not to bring no drugs into another country, especially a country we're having a proxy war with, Russia. We're aiding Ukraine, and and you've been there before. She's played on that team before, so she knows good and well you're not supposed to have any paraphernalia. You're not supposed to have no vape stuff. You're not even supposed to have no seed. You can't even come over there with a seed. I don't even care if it's some peanuts. You better not have nothing organic or anything involved with that in your luggage, and she should know better. And for that case, her wife should have checked her bag. Said, look, if you're going to Russia, you really got to make sure that
Double
you ain't
check.
got nothing in here that will get you in trouble. And then she's in trouble. Now she's, oh, help me, please get me released. And she was the one that was like sat down doing the, I don't know if you remember during the national anthem, she was the one not standing up and looking at America like America's bad. And here, now she's in trouble. Oh my God, it's America. I'm proud to be an American. Yes, I know I'm free and proud. I know I can go to Russia and smoke all my weed. I mean, give me a break. So, and then they released, I don't think they should release the arms deal for it. They could have made some other negotiations to get somebody else, to get her back.
Well,
But
yesterday,
that was a political move.
yeah, and yesterday they released some more, right? So she's been home for a while, but it was one of the guys, I think he was held for 5 years. It was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that is very interesting. Everybody's saying, yeah, they would wait. They would definitely wait.
And we
Okay.
had some prisoners here we were holding for a while.
Yeah. Here's the next topic. So this one is really controversial. Now, I love Simone Biles. I watched her life story on Amazon. I got to watch the one on Netflix, but she's amazing. She just broke the record.
I call her a ball of kinetic energy.
Yes.
You can just see the energy in her muscles and her feminine muscles just ready to spring. When she goes out, she's like a Super Bowl.
Yes. She's amazing. Now, here's the thing with some of your cousins. They saying, and I noticed it when I watched it, and I love her. And again, it's no shade, but some of your cousins wanted to know why was her hair looking so nappy and wild.
You know what? I wonder if we will ever get over this hair thing as black people.
Like, you can't put no braids in it, and then, do you think? Because I was watching it with my husband.
The braids are going to flop around, and that's going to mess up your...
No, you could put it in a bun. Because I was watching with my husband. I said, what's wrong with her hair? And again, I love her, but...
if she's going to do it the way she wants to do it, that's how the hair grows out of her head. And maybe she's got a relaxer in it. Maybe she's got a perm, or if it's not, that's how it grows out of her head. And we should embrace that. But I wonder, because you know what? We've always been told that our hair is not right, and you're ugly, it's nappy, blah, 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 blah. All this cap and stuff. And then when the 60s came along, in the 70s, it was like, I'm black and I'm proud. We were wearing those fros. We were rocking those braids. And other cultures were coming up with, white folks were trying to get afros. They had to get a perm to get afro. They were doing it. Jews were getting the Jew fro. It was a thing.
Yeah.
It was like Pam Grier, Get Christy Love, all of the black movies, the afros, Fred Williamson and all of them, and everybody's wearing that natural stuff. Sam Cooke had a perm at one point. Then he says, I'm getting away from this. And he started wearing his natural hair. And people got on Sam Cooke for wearing his natural hair. He had like a little fro. And next thing you know, everybody else was going along with it. And we were proud of it. But as the years gone by, we've just lost that pride in that. Now we got to get this done, that. And if it's okay for costuming, if you just want a certain look, that's okay, but that gets to the point where we're just all the wig, the weave, front laces, especially the women, mainly the women, because I've had a black woman say, well, the longer the hair, the longer the stare.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
I've never been, whatever your hair is, it's what it is, but I could care less about the length, whether you're bald or not. And to that, I'm going to give a story about, before I get back to Biles. It's South African, Sibongiseni is her name. Okay. And she's completely bald. Okay. And so I said, well, what's the percentage of women where you live that are completely bald? She says it's about 20%. Because that's the thing. That's the style. That's why when you saw the Black Panther, the women with the bald heads, that was an homage to the South African women. Just like when they speak in Xhosa. When you speak Xhosa, that language, they spoke some of the words in that language in the movie.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
XHOSA was pronounced Xhosa. You got something in this. Just like like a doctor's unkleka. You
do so well.
My click is off, but I'm getting better. When you speak that language, you better not be chewing no gum. What did you say about my mother? I'm just doing, what did you say about my father? You know, you got to be.
But here's the thing,
But
though.
she was totally bald.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, I'm gonna finish it up. So she said 20%.
Okay.
So cool, and she was beautiful, and that boy is looking. That's the style. So nobody looks at that as being strange and weird. And doing some of the crew parties, now she'd throw a wig. If she's wearing all electric blue, sometimes she'd throw an electric blue wig on just for costuming at the crew party.
Oh, okay.
Or if she's wearing all pink, she thought just for that. But normally walking around, she was bald headed. And when she was leaving the ship, her flight was like at midnight. So I gave her a tour around Los Angeles and Hollywood and all that. And so we walk around Hollywood Boulevard, and this brother comes up. He's probably in the 60s. Oh, sister, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you wearing your hair like that. Wearing your hair, you know, a lot of women wouldn't be able to do that. I'm proud of you. You're bold. You're this and that. And we just look at each other like, this is like a normal thing where she's from. But it's, you know, so I think Simone Biles is cool, whatever she wanted to wear. She's got to get herself prepared for the Olympics and not worry so much about how her hair going to look. Because however it's going to look, it's cool. As long as she gets out there and does her thing, I'm good with it. But, you know.
And I agree. I just think that the two sides of it is, one, I'm with you. It's all about competing. And then the other side to it is, you know, my mother or my grandmother else would say, don't give anybody any reason to talk about you. Know, remember when you were little, your grandmother would say, make sure when you leave the house, you got on clean underwear because you have to go to the hospital.
You might get into an accident, you know, car accident. But if you get into a car accident, trust me, you will not have clean underwear.
So I'm just thinking, like, girl, you know they was gonna talk about you. You couldn't braid and put it in a bun, like so. But I'm with her. Everybody's saying it's about the performance. I agree too. So that's why it's controversial. I just wanted to bring that up to see what everybody's thoughts were on that. But I love her.
Time to get your hair done, and she's got to prepare. She's got to stretch. She's got to rest. She's got to ice up. She's got to.
Yep.
You know, so.
She snapped back on social media. She did. She came back at everybody for it. I was like, okay. So I'm so.
I would have felt she'd have wore a bonnet. That's always an option. Simone Biles got the bonnet. White folks say, what is that she's got on her hair? My God, that's not a shower cap, is it? What is that on her hair? Does that make you flip faster? It keeps the momentum going? And black folks be like, a bonnet? I know you ain't wearing no bonnet.
Stop.
So, see, but I agree what what you're saying. I understand what you're saying about your mother saying make sure you're presentable going out. But you gotta look today with social media, no matter what you do and what you
they
wear,
gonna say something.
Somebody's always going to troll. They got these bots that are trolling you, not even humans, some AI bots that want to, you know.
Yes.
They said that about Gabby. Who's that? Who's that? Gabby Thomas? They talked about her. No, it wasn't. Who was that before her? It was a girl that we're talking about. She was a gold medal winner in the overall.
Years ago or most recently? Yeah.
What was her name?
You mean years ago, like in the 80s?
This was like 3 or 4 Olympics.
I'm not sure.
She's black. She's a black girl.
Oh, I'm not sure. But the bottom line is you know, hey, long as she was good, she killed it. She got her gold medals. I'm proud of her. I just wanted to bring it up because it is a hot topic. It is a hot topic. Okay, so the next hot topic, Jerome, this is my last one for you. You tell me what your thoughts are. Okay, so this one's kind of controversial too. And I want to see what y'all say, those that are watching virtually and pre-recorded. So, you know, we're going into the school season here in Georgia. They went back to school this week. And in September, everybody else goes back, right? So kids going to schools like a cesspool, they're going to bring home cold, flu, you name it, right? So if your significant other was to get sick with COVID or the flu, would you still be kissing them in the mouth because that's your boo thing? Or would you be like, here, baby, let me help you get well. I'm not going to kiss you. What's your thoughts on that?
I'll be like, well, baby, we're gonna make sure you get well while you're in this hotel room hermetically sealed. You ain't getting near me. If we got a house, if it's split level, you can't come downstairs. If the bathroom stops up, you're going to go in a pail because you ain't getting near me. I love you, But ain't no sense in both of us being sick. COVID was something else. And it's, you know what? Speaking of COVID, what are people? I want people to let me know how many masks they have left. I got about 300 masks because I buy things in bulk to try to save money. And I bought all these masks, and I must have about actually probably 150 masks that are just sitting here. Maybe I'm waiting for the next pandemic. But I would hand them to her and say, "Here's your mask. You wear these. I'm gonna wear mine, and I'll see you when you get better. The insurance is paid up just in case you don't get better. I'm taken care of. The side chick is taken care of. I don't mess around. No, if I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't share. But the COVID thing, you know, actually, a lot of people didn't like the mask mandate. They didn't have a mask mandate in Florida. And so that's why a lot of people went to vacation in Florida. And I had a comedian, everything was shut down on the cruise ships and the comedy clubs. And that comedian told me during COVID, he made $85,000 with Uber. I said, you gotta be kidding. He says, no, he says, Florida was open. So everybody was vacationing in Florida and everybody was getting all of these Ubers. And I would just stayed on the road. So I was like, whoa, they didn't have a mask mandate. And some people are upset that they don't have a mask mandate anymore. The mask mandate was good for ugly people. You were ugly, you were in for like 2 years. You were rolling. It's like, oh, baby, you got some beautiful eyes. Let me see the rest of your face. This is the rest of my face. Now put that mask back on, baby. I think we need a mandate for at least 6 months. But no, it's but it's funny how we all just adjusted to that. And you know, to the government's credit, they made sure that it didn't get berserking out of hand. You know, they gave funds to people and people were able to get money and help themselves. So it wasn't a widespread just like the 29 depression. It wasn't that bad. But people did hoard toilet paper. I don't know if anybody out there listening to this stuff.
That was crazy. What was that about? Did they think they were going to have
you were going to run out of toilet paper and I need to at least wipe my butt. If I can't get food, if you can't get food, you can't eat. You ain't going to have nothing coming out no way.
Right.
But anyway, I need my toilet paper. I mean, if you want to hoard some, why don't you hoard some seeds so you can plant some food? Or hoard some potatoes, some rice, some grains.
Something. Oh my gosh. So what was life like? You were telling me offline that you went through Europe and
I didn't go during the COVID, but right before the year before everything shut down, I started out in Berlin, Germany. Ooh. So I saw the wall that was knocked down and all that. I had a ball out there. I went to this place called the Mitte, if I'm not mistaken. That area is a big tourist area, and that's the place where you want to go. They got the restaurant, they got a beautiful restaurant. There's a museum, they call it museum, what do they call it? Museum Island, I think it is. Oh. All these different museums in that area, and you can go to all of them and adventure there. And then they got the Checkpoint Charlie, where they during the World War II, where that was a checkpoint for the military and people coming through. But it was nice. And the picture you see with me, like, wow! That's the Berlin subway.
Really?
And then we did a shoot there because I don't know if a lot of people know that you can get, that's the subway right there. And believe it or not, there are people walking behind me and everything. They probably thought I was crazy making all these poses. The dude was taking these pictures because you can go on the Airbnb and you can hire photographers. You look under activities and they have photographers that'll give you a shoot in any city. And so we did this shoot and he did it there and they know how to edit stuff. But there are people moving in behind me, but there's a way, some people, actually there's a way to do it on your phone too, where you can delete the people and just have the background. And so he actually do that. But that look was from that Berlin subway.
Sweet.
They have nice subways out there. It was clean. So I enjoyed myself. I lucked out because the credit card I use, American Express Platinum, got lucky getting that card. Was good to get. If you travel a lot, it's worth getting that card because it costs a bunch of money, but you get your money back. It used to be $500, now it's like $700, but they give you about $1,000 of money in return, like $200 off an Uber, $200 off a hotel, $200 for airlines. So you make your money back if you use it. So on this one, they had these discounts. And there's a 5-star hotel. Normally, I'm too cheap to stay in a 5-star hotel. It's like $400 a night. But with this thing, they gave you something like 300 $300 off. So it was only like $125, $130 a night. And they
Wow.
gave me $200 back. And it was all from that credit card. And it was a killer hotel where, you get full buffet breakfast. They had like 5 different honeys. That's how exclusive it was. And it was
Wow.
like meals included and all that. So I had a ball. And I just used like their public transportation. I walk around and got some Ubers. There's Ubers out there. Ubers
Oh.
are German words. I had all that. So yeah, if you do it, you go to Berlin, man, you got to stay near the meat
The meat.
and have yourself a ball. And people were cool. It wasn't like, they looking at you weird and strange. And you see some black people there. You got
Okay.
and then Asians there as well. So it's
Any funny stories while you were traveling abroad?
actually it was one time, and then after that I went to Amsterdam because I always go to Amsterdam to visit my good friend Lett Van Eertoon. She lives right here in Amsterdam, so she lets me stay at her house. Whether she's a boyfriend or married or whatever, I'm really cool with him. She lets me stay in her house as long as you can stay as long as you want. You can stay here. You stay as long. How long will you stay here? You have yourself. You go to this museum, go to that museum, have a good time. So I go down there, and I hung out in Amsterdam as I do, and I get on that public transportation takes you everywhere. It is very flat, so you take bikes. People have bikes everywhere.
Wow.
People don't use cars so much. There's like a separate road for bikes, just for bikes, and then there's a little partition, and there's a separate little walkway for walking people on the sidewalk, and then there's like some cement little partition, and there's a separate road for cars. So people that bike are on their own little lane. Everybody gets around bikes. People in a suit going to work with bikes. Women in dresses and high heels on a bike. Everybody's in bike. That's why everybody's fit.
Wow.
You don't see if you see somebody fat in Amsterdam, then they're tourists. They all on bikes. They all got firm, streamlined bodies. Men and women. Everybody's in shape. Bad. So yeah, all that. But I was in Paris. It's funny. I was in Paris, and I was getting, when you're at the Louvre, which is that big world famous museum. And I was on one side of the museum, but I had to go all the way to the other side. This is a gigantic museum. So to go to the other side is a few blocks. You got to take a turn. This is all outside when I was leaving. And so a guy comes by and wants the little rickshaw type of thing. He's on a bike, but there's a little passenger, little compartment in the back. So he gets me in there, and I said, okay, take me to the front so I can get on that hop on, hop off bus. He takes me along the side, then he stops. And then it's like this guy, a Bulgarian dude, but I thought he was French because I didn't take a good look. And there are ethnic looks. I'm on the ship with 60 different nationalities, so you can see a look between an Italian and a Bulgarian and a French person. Definitely different looks. We all in America, we all put people in color. He's white, he's black. But around the world, they don't use those terms. They like, if somebody is from Romania, they know they're not from Italy. If somebody's from Italy, he's Italian. He says, well, the guy from England is cool, but I'm not from the UK. I'm Italian. And the guy from England, but in America, we're white and black. We get this color thing that was thrown. That's a long story. That was thrown on us to divide us. But anyway, you're around these ethnicities, and you can see the different kind of looks. But this guy was taking me, and then he stopped short, way short. And I'm like, dude, he's trying to get me to 50, like 50 euro. I'm like, dude, man, you only take me like half a block. I'm not gonna pay 50 euro. Dude, the ticket, I can't go in. I said, no, you're supposed to take me around there, man. Look, I'm gonna pay you. You got to take me. And we like getting this little bit of a mini argument, and the cops came along. So the cops roll up, and it's a black cop and a white cop, and this is in French. They're both French, of course. And he says, what's the thing? I said, well, the guy is supposed to take me around here, but he's only stopping here, and I need to go all the way to the other side of the Louvre. And the cop knew this guy was kind of a scam. He's like, no, don't listen to him. Don't even pay him. The guys, some of these people run games because he's not French. He is not the French. And he's doesn't. And I was like, and he was like, 50. I said, no, I'll pay you. And plus he's trying to charge me $50. And the guy said, no, not 50, 15. And the cop said, don't even pay him 15 euros. He's not French. Look at the face. Look at the face. From now on, look at the face. He's not French. Look at the face. Look at the face. He's not French. I feel like saying, you both look like white dudes to me. But anyway, I knew he was, come on. Because there is a different ethnic look. And what he was trying to explain to me, he says a lot of these guys come over here, some of the foreigners, that scam people. And this is what's going down. So they were cool. They would just say, man, don't worry about that. We'll get somebody else to take you around. And then another rickshaw guy came and took me. That was my that little mini experience there in France.
That's crazy.
Real cool. And the people, in France, they don't keep stats on race.
On what? On race?
Stats on race, like black, white, Asian, because they say if you're French, you're French. So any stats on how many people are hired by this company or how many people over here, they just say you're French or you're not. And so that's their method of doing things, and not to discriminate. And
I love it.
We won't keep going and keep records on race. So I assume that works out well.
Yes, I went to the Italian French Riviera, and when I was over there, it was amazing the treatment that I received. I was with a large group, and I was with some businessmen who were, millionaires. It was work related, and so they were treating me better than they were treating them, and they were white, and I was black, and I was like, what? So long story short, going to Europe is amazing. I understand why Marvin Gaye did it. Josephine Baker did it. They treat African American or anybody of color really well. I mean, I had the best time ever.
Yeah. And they love American music. They love American music. R&B, soul, hip hop. They love it out there.
Yes.
To the point where you can go down there just as a regular artist, not famous, no records out or nothing. Just the fact that you're performing on the park, people would pack the place and then just enjoy the music. They didn't have to have it on the radio where you're known and you're a star. They could care less. They just like good entertainment, good music. And they really appreciate that. They're in Paris, Amsterdam, Berlin. They just enjoy that. That's why a lot of American artists go there and enjoy that. I went to a lecture one time. This author, he was giving a lecture to it's a college program. And I came to listen to the lecture because the guy is an author, about 3 or 4 books. And he was talking about the fact that there in Paris, he just said, well, I'm an author. Where can I get your book? They're so impressed by that. But if he says that to an American, he'd be like, well, are you on Amazon? Are you in this bookstore? Are you in that? Are you on TV? It's always that, do you have something behind you to make you famous so I can feel that you're legitimate, as opposed to, hey, man, here's your subject. It's a good book. Let me just check it out. But over there, they're not, they have their stars and everything, but they're not as starstruck and stuff
as we are. Any more stories about the buffet on the cruise ship? Was everybody eating all the bacon?
It's ridiculous. People with the thing that kills me is the people that take forever. If you ever go on a cruise, anybody, just what it would help if you're at the buffet, if you're at the restaurant, then they're going to serve you. Then you order from the menu and everything's all good. But if you go to the buffet, then do this: go outside of the line and look what they have. Then in your mind, you know what you have. Then you get to the end of the line. Then you get what you want. The worst is the people that, let me see, do I want the French fries or do I want the pork? Well, no, I think I want the potato. Well, hold up with the French fries. Well, I'll go back and I will get back with the French. And you're holding up the line. Well, let me get the salad over here. The salad is like 7 people deep. I'm still over there in the front. Don't say my place because I'm gonna get over here because I wanted the spinach here, and then I want to make a salad. And the people, and then I will hold. The fish is over here. Lady, get out of my way. I got some eating to do. It's like, so see what you want, and then go for it. And then you can take portions. You don't have to pile your plate up. I see people pile plate, a pair of Air Jordans on their plate. It's like you have to go back to seconds and thirds. It's unlimited food. Just take those. It kills me when people pile a plate with all this food, take 3 or 4 bites, and then just leave the plate. What a waste!
Oh yeah,
and it's got to be dumped. You can't recycle it. You got to throw it away. You can't give it to anybody else. And so, the buffet, but they have a variety of stuff in the buffet, which is good stuff. But look at what you want beforehand.
Is the bacon still good? Is all I want to know. Is bacon still good?
Well, I don't eat bacon, but I guess yeah. But they anything else you can get on your own. The bacon, you got to have the person serve you because folks go nuts with the bacon. If they put IV needles out with bacon inside, everybody would be a junkie, even the captain. because people are berserk with the bacon.
With the bacon.
Granted, bacon's got a good taste, but people just, oh my God, I don't know. Bacon is
Mm,
American folks crack. I think it's just.
So are you in the section of comedians that are for the adults where you can, say what you want, or you are with the family oriented type comedians on the ship?
Well, I do both. I do both. I mainly do Carnival. I've done other ships, Norwegian, Princess, Big Red Boats when they were in business, Dolphin Cruise Line in business, Premier Cruise Lines. But Carnival has been giving me so much work, and Carnival's got 27 ships that I basically, since the pandemic, has just been nothing but Carnival. And then,
Wow.
had a good time because Carnival's, their thing is the fun ship, so they give you, but they have more things in general to do consistently than most other cruise lines. Though Royal Caribbean has a lot of things to do in events and bumper cars and all that kind of stuff too. The Carnival has a whole lot of stuff. And they've been giving me a whole lot of work. And this is what the format is in Carnival. Like when I was on Princess, I just did 2 shows. Actually, 2 different shows. One was, and they were both clean
Oh,
shows.
okay.
And they didn't have an adult show. And I
Okay.
don't know if they have them now. They haven't done Princess in a few years. But Carnival, the format is each comic, you do about 5 shows. And sometimes you're in the big lounge for one of them and in the smaller lounge so they can get more people in it. That's why you do a little more for the time you're there. So if you're there for 3 days, you might do 5 shows for 3 days or something. And so 3 of the shows will be adult shows. Anything goes. You can do what you want.
Oh,
You be over 18 to get in. And
okay.
then 2 of the shows are clean shows. So you'll
Okay.
have, because even a clean act, like Jerry Seinfeld's got a clean act, but when he does his act, like at the club, you don't see children. Children are not there. It's still in an adult environment.
Okay.
It's just clean show, no profanities. So, but on the ships, you'll have 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds sitting in the front. So it's got to be real squeaky clean. And it's funny when you say something to a kid, and then like in school they raise their hand like in school. It's like, all right, kid, you answered the question. I have a show. I have an act. Can you chill out? Because some of them, you're supposed to be there. The parents are supposed to be there with them. But a lot of them, they leave. Go to the comedy show, and so they can go, gamble and lose the house. While the kid, sorry, kid, we got to stay on the boat for the next 6 months to watch this. Mommy lost all the money in the casino. But, so you'll have children. So in my squeaky clean shows are squeaky clean. So you can bring
Okay.
both of them
Well,
out. So
are you allowed to give us?
the variety.
Are you allowed to give us one of those jokes, the squeaky clean, so I don't get shut down?
Oh, I probably did them already. Most of my stuff is just talking about. Well, here's one. It's like it's just more of like I do more like observational stuff.
Okay.
And the thing you can observe is, donors. You can donate. I don't know if every state does this, but in California, you can donate your organs when you die.
Yeah.
You can have that on your driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
So you can donate because you figure, I don't need these. I'm not here anymore. I'm off to hopefully a better place. But if you think about this, if you donate what if you go to heaven and you need those things?
Oh.
What if you need that? and then you're sitting there in heaven, the guy says, "What happened to you?" You're like, he says, "What happened to your lips and your butt?" I donated them on my driver's license to the Kardashians.
Oh.
So that could be a double-edged sword. So those things I kind of think about.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I got to come out and see you on the cruise ship. I did see something on TikTok though. I don't know if it was Carnival, but it was a fight. And it must have started with 2 people. And it was like, whoa. And people, they were on I don't know what deck it is, it was by the pool. And they was thumping. I was like, oh my God. What?
Yes. That's very, 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 very rare. But every now and then you get some knuckleheads that don't realize that they're on vacation. They're supposed to be here to have fun.
Right.
Some people don't realize that, and they get out there and they act a fool. They get mad at somebody, and all of a sudden something escalate. And no cruise lines got a monopoly on it either, because there was one very, very high-end cruise line where there was a fight. The guy, I forgot the guy's name. He does these It's a brother too. He does these he's got a YouTube channel just about cruise ships. And
Oh.
he's a break dancer and that kind of stuff. And he does these things. A really good channel. I'm forgetting his name right now. But he was talking about one of these exclusive cruise lines where they were a bunch of people having a fight. This is a cruise line where it's like $100,000 a cruise.
Oh.
$50,000 a cruise. So some people just kind of stupid and don't know how to act and they get mad. And then you get some of the real ratchet folks that got some kind of discount and ended up on the cruise. Like, how in the heck did they get on this cruise? Because usually you got to have a little bit of money to go on a cruise. But some people, man, some of the prices of these deals they give them are so low that you get the worst of the worst. You got damn near homeless people on the cruises, and setting up in an encampment near the buffet line. I mean, folks 50 years old still sagging their pants.
Oh no.
Inch, eyelashes flapping all over the place. You blink and you're airborne. Whoa, whoa! Cut your eyelashes off. Whoa, you got to come down. Cut your eyelashes off. You'll be able to come down. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just some of that stuff is just ratchet. No offense to the people.
Any bonnet?
There's a certain amount of them is cool. I guess if you're very, very pretty, you can get away with it. If you ain't loose.
You see any bonnets? You see any bonnets on the cruise ship?
Did it what?
Do you see any bonnets on the cruise ship?
Yeah, there's some bonnets. There is some bonnets. And you look at that, you're like, Lord have mercy. Some of these people come on, the bonnets, short. There was this lady that was so fat. I mean, to each his own, but some of it is morbidly obese. She was so fat, and she had shorts on. Her ankles, like if this is her ankle here, fat was over her ankles, and the fat was jiggling over her ankles. That's how fat. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough to film. I definitely would have posted those ankles. I would give her respect and I put her face attached. But I would show them. It was just ridiculous. And it's like, and they're going back for more and more food. At that point, it's like, this is a serious addiction. And I was surprised she could walk, because usually people that big get in school. But yeah, some people just whoa. And then some people got the bonnets, and some people just straight out the trailer park, straight out the worst of the project meets the worst of the trailer park.
Oh no.
When they boo-boo, all grown up.
They're all grown up. Well, I'm gonna let you have this next 5 minutes to say whatever you want to say. If you guys want to ask him any questions, chime in the comment section. I'm seeing people laughing, and oh my gosh, that's hilarious. On the cruise ships, I want to go, but it seems like somebody's always missing on a cruise ship. Like they can't find them.
It's very rare. You would think people would fall off, but it's very, very rare to meet somebody. If you hear somebody going overboard, they jumped. Like there was a drunk guy. There's a story of a drunk guy that jumped overboard. He was drunk with his friends. And he jumped and he fell into the water. He fell overboard because he was so drunk. And they didn't realize he had fallen overboard, because if they do, then they circle around and got to find you, throw a life ring out. They didn't realize they saw the dude swimming up on the beach after the boat had died.
Wow.
And luckily to him, he was such a good swimmer. Even though he's drunk, he knew how to swim.
Wow.
Sure. So, but
so
no, it's rare. You figure kids on it, they can fall up, but no, they don't. People are pretty cool. They don't fall up. If it is, it's somebody that wanted to commit suicide or something. And if you ever fall off a cruise ship, let me tell you a safety tip.
Okay.
If you ever fall off, the boat is going this way. When the boat is going there, the water creates a wake that streams along the side. You have to, if you don't get knocked out by hitting your head hit the water or banging into the side of the ship, you have to swim clear of that wake, like straight in a straight line, perpendicular to it. So you could, that T-bone type of access. Because if you don't, that wake will suck you into the back of the ship, and there you are into propellers, and you are sushi, baby.
Oh,
so once you get out that way, if you're stupid enough to jump off, then that will be your way to get hopefully stay alive. So, if you know how to follow your back. But I don't even, when we go on this ship, I go to this beach, I don't swim in the ocean. maybe 3 or 4 strokes. That's it. I don't go out past my waist because I look at it. If you're in the ocean, you're on the menu.
That part. That
The
part.
sharks and the barracudas ain't gonna worry about who you are,
Dope.
where you, and that's the fact you're a tourist.
You're on the
Big
menu.
tourist. You got to bid.
One
This
of
is
the
my
viewers
kid.
want to know. One of the viewers is asking, "Were you the class clown in school?"
No, people that said I wasn't a class clown. I would say silly stuff in the back, but I was, stuff the teacher couldn't kind of hear. But if the teacher would leave, then I would always be making noise because how people, the teacher's going, yeah, blah, 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 yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then when it was ever like loud and people getting loud and noisy before the teacher would come back, I would just say this response like, enjoy the chaos, enjoy the chaos, yeah. I know if somebody actually saw it, they'd probably think I was crazy. With all that commotion, everything was like exciting. But if the teacher was there and everything, I'm behaved, hands folded, all
What?
our faces with nice, shiny faces.
No, not you, Jerome. So, Jerome, tell everybody if you have your schedule the next time you're going to be out so that they can try to book a cruise to come see you
Yeah, I should put my
perform.
schedule up. I need to start putting that on my Instagram. I promise people that because I don't have any comedy on my Instagram. I have little spots of me at different places in Paris or whatever on the scene, on the ship, but it's not like my act. So I'm going to start
Okay.
posting that. I need to get some kind of media manager to post it. But I will start doing that. And with that, I'm going to post my schedule. Because lately, this whole year, last year, I just did nothing but cruise ships. I did one bunch of one-nighters on land going to Northern California. I did a bunch of one-nighters. One was a casino, some other things. This year so far, it's just been all land. And then, but there's a couple of singing spots I'm doing in LA. If you want to hear me do my singing thing. But I'm going to post it. But right now, I got to get my website is down because the website builder got this big contract with the government. So he's making big bank. And so he couldn't maintain my website. So I don't have that anymore. But I got a new person doing that. And the website is really just basically a page to shoot you to my Instagram, which is Jerome Comedy. If you put the word Jerome Comedy together, that's my Instagram. Facebook is, I think you can put my name twice, Jerome.
Yeah.
Facebook or Jerome Comedy and the number 1. And then I'm gonna start putting some stuff up, and then you can, and then I start putting. I haven't put anything on my YouTube channel in probably 10 years, so I gotta do that. So you can like and subscribe. Everything is like and subscribe. Like I went to the doctor. I had my exam at the doctor's office. And then, he's like and subscribe, when I'm leaving the doctor after my exam. I'm not going to subscribe. I'm not going to subscribe after that prostate exam. But anyway, everybody's into this like and subscribe and everything, which is a good thing. But if you like and subscribe, make sure you like and subscribe to the Dre Lett Let's Talk Show.
That's right. That's right. Latrina wants to know, have you performed on a Carnival Mardi Gras ship?
No, I haven't done it. The only reason I don't do the Mardi Gras is because for some reason they don't realize that the vocal cords are a muscle. The Carnival, if you're listening, please, 5 shows. They have a thing where you do 5 shows in one day.
Oh.
And that's too much in one day. I mean, you can get nodules and blow your voice out, and you could never sound the same. You need an operation. You can't talk for 6 months. And then what I do, I do a bunch of, I'm very loud and vocal and move around. I sing. I do and a lot of vocal inflections. 1 minute I'm talking like Billy the Cosby, next minute like, oh Archie, the honey, I'm doing the Archie and Eve, the bunker from the old All in the Family. Ain't that your thing that go Archie, don't wanna die. All that is hard on the vocals. So 5 shows is way too much. That ship has that. Unless they change the format, then I'd love to get on it. Because I hear it's a beautiful ship. It's got the new ones. It's one of the new ones. Add in the there's another Celebration is very new. They got a whole lot of stuff to do with it. And it's like 5,000 passengers and all that. So as soon as they not have people do a million shows in one day.
Ooh.
I wonder if they remember who the comedian was on the ship.
Oh, okay. Latrina, if you can put in comments, he just wanted to know what comedian was on that ship. But we got to have you come back. It's a lot of fun. Things is just too serious right now. We are almost running out of time, but things are too serious in the country. And I just wanted to have you come on so we could laugh,
it definitely is. I mean, everybody, You got to vote for who you vote for, who you vote, who you vote. Whatever, you got to vote for somebody. Somebody wins, somebody loses. And
Yeah.
I'd like to say, no matter who's in office, for the past 16 years, 12 of them have been Democratic, 4 have been Republican. But regardless who was in office for the last few times, the last 3 presidents, I mean, I want people to think about it. Has your life really changed that much? Has it really been that big a deal?
Now,
I mean,
see,
it's
you
not
about to get me
just
shut
out.
down. When I see everybody go poof, that means Facebook said, up, pull the switch.
Yeah.
Because we talk politics.
And
Ah,
it's like, whoever's in office, things are pretty stable in the United States. There's enough
yeah.
checks and balances so nobody can be a king. You're not going to be a king. I mean, you could mess up you can have some policies some people don't agree with, but for the most part, we function and we get along.
Yes, sir. Well, I got to have you come back. Let me know when you back on land, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you so much. We're running out of time. And
Um,
you come back, sir. I appreciate
Definitely,
you.
we'll get some expert. I'll give you some excerpts of some blips to throw up. And the next
Okay.
thing we'll talk about the WNBA.
Yes, that'll be a good topic.
There's some controversy there, but I've
Yep.
been following it since the Dawn Staley days. I really
Okay.
like the pretty ones. So
Okay.
yeah, they can all play, but I like the pretty ones.
Oh, well, I'll be in touch, sir. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right.
Talk to you soon. Okay. Bye
See you.
bye. You guys, that was Jerome. He is hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. If you guys can catch him on a show when you're out there cruising the seas. So let me just say this really quick because we're running out of time. All this stuff going on in the media, I can't really talk about because they'll shut me down. But just know this, in the words of former First Lady Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. Keep your cool and stay cool. And with those words, I am out.